And what else is going on inside the Biden administration? Well, we were just talking about the gun guy a few minutes ago. The Surgeon General was talking about gun violence. Here he is.
Hello, I'm U.S. Surgeon General Dr. Vivek Murthy.
Hello.
Today, for the first time in the history of our office, I am issuing a Surgeon General's advisory on firearm violence.
Good, thank you.
It outlines the urgent threat firearm violence poses to the health and well-being of our country.
It's a health issue.
As a doctor, I've seen the consequences of firearm violence up close.
Have you?
In the lives of the patients I've cared for.
None of us have seen that.
These are moms and dads, sons and daughters, all of whom were robbed of their physical and mental health by senseless acts of violence.
Oh, gosh.
Unfortunately, the problem has continued to grow.
Yeah.
54% of adults in America report that they or a family member have experienced a firearm-related incident, whether they've been personally threatened with or injured by a firearm, lost a family member, witnessed a shooting, or shot a firearm in self-defense. Many of these harms are disproportionately felt in our communities.
Wait for it.
Black individuals endure the highest rates of firearm homicides, while suicide rates are highest among veterans, older white individuals, and younger American Indian and Alaska Native people.
Wait for
Alaska Native.
What is especially devastating is how this has affected our children.
Our children.
Firearm violence has become the number one cause of
Here we go again.
among children and adolescents.
No, it
More
hasn't.
than car accidents or drug overdoses.
No.
There it is.
This is their big thing, though. This will be used on the debate tonight. Donald Trump doesn't want to do anything about that, and we're losing our children right and left to this. Our children at 18, at 19, are they children? No. They're adults at that point, and you can't include 18 and 19-year-olds in this discussion. I can't. And the children they're so worried about, they don't have any problem killing 1 million of them through abortion like they did last year. 1 million children were murdered last year because you insist upon it. How do they dare? How do they dare say that with a straight face? That they're worried about the children? Okay. Come on. So 4,600, is that what it was? The number of gun deaths, which includes, by the way, suicide. So the number of gun deaths among children last year was 4,600 something. The number of deaths via abortion was over 1 million. And that's not a problem at all.
So
they love that.
The ratio is 1 million abortions to 4,000 gun deaths.
Yeah.
And they are screaming about...
Every day they're using that statistic now. Jeez. We had a really bad incident just down the street from us in Irving at a Chick-fil-A yesterday.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Somebody came in and shot 2 people dead.
Yep.
You know, they're saying it was targeted. It's about a mile from here. It's terrible. And when I hear that story, I think even more reason
to have people with guns, good people with guns
carrying, because you might say, oh, look, I'm going into the Chick-fil-A. I'm going to be in there 15 minutes. You know, I'll just leave my gun in the car, or I don't need to carry in there. You never know when there might, and we don't know the details of this, but you never know when there might be a domestic violence thing. A guy shows up at his ex's place of work, and you might be in there at the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't know who this guy is, other than his name is Oved Bernardo Mendoza Argueta. So we'll see how this thing plays out.
Okay, well,
sounds like a fine man.
Oved Bernardo Mendoza Argueta.
Is he from Manawa,
I don't know. I'm just saying that's who Irving police are looking for right now.
Okay.
Oh, looking for. So
he's on the run.
Oh, that's not good.
So keep your eye out if you know Oved Bernardo Mendoza Argueta.
From Manawa, Niarawa.
Again, I honestly
we don't know for sure. We don't know if he's from Manawa, Niarawa.
He could have a cousin from
Manawa, Niarawa. Yes, he could. He could have a cousin there.
Keep those families in your prayers. And
wow, yeah, so
I don't
sad.
know the whole story there.
I mean, all of us have been to that Chick-fil-A.
Well, that's
all the 1,000 times. I practically lived there.
That's where we get
before
our food
diabetes.
from.
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
When you guys see us eat Chick-fil-A, it's
Yeah.
from that Chick-fil-A.
There's two on that street.
There is, yes.
They're at either end.
They
is
are.
this the end of that's
No.
close to the freeway?
No.
Or the other
It's
one?
over. It's
Okay.
It's on
The one where you go downhill to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
It's sitting right next to the guy with the 3D printed guns.
You know
Oh,
what?
okay.
out there.
Yeah,
I
right
hesitate.
there,
I
right
hesitate
there.
to say this
Okay.
because it might make me a prime suspect. Although my name isn't Ovid Bernardo Mendoza Argueta.
And you're not
And you're not
from
from-
Manawa,
I don't know where
Niagara.
this guy's from.
Okay.
But I've actually had a talk with them before because they screwed up my order so many times.
Oh, no.
I actually told them that I would
Oh,
no
no.
longer be going to that Chick-fil-A.
Oh, really?
I said, there's another one equidistance from my place of business,
Uh-huh.
and this is about 5 years ago. I said, I can't take how you guys every time they screw up my order. Maybe maybe
really?
Ovid had an order issue, and so they got to the point where the lady came out and sat down and talked to me. How can I get you to still
Come here?
Come here, and I'm just like,
Wow, they treasured your
They did.
patronage
And then I
of
see
that
this on the
And you
news.
spit it on his face.
Have you been back?
No,
Oh, wow.
no. I told her. I said,
Wow.
I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore.
That relationship
I don't know that they've
was
ever.
bad.
I don't think they've ever screwed up one
And
of
they
my
don't
orders.
screw it up at the other one.
No, they
That's
don't
all I'm
screw up
saying.
on-
I go to the other one now.
All right.
Do you check your order before you leave?
Now I do.
Oh, okay.